Hello, hello, lovelies. Happy New Year. Woo-hoo. You made it. You are here. We made it through the intense 2020 and we emerged better than ever. I hope you're ready for this year. I hope you're ready for all of the amazingness that will be showering upon you because you did the work, because you chose to be here, because you chose to rise up. This is your girl, Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, a best-selling author, multidimensional healer, divine embodiment mentor, and a goddess coach. And this is your weekly goddess energy forecast. So let's talk about the energy of January, because the first thing that I just did like a what is it called? Like a little talk in a group of more than, oh my gosh, how many people are in there now? 40,000 women. I think it's more than that. I'm just guessing right now, but for a group of more than 40,000 entrepreneur women. And this message came in clear, and I'm going to share that in here too, because I know a lot of you might be feeling this way. It's so easy to step into January and feel like you need to do go, 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 and not give yourself the chance to just decompress and breathe. So what is coming in first and foremost is that, yes, we're in the new year. If you're feeling that anxiety that you have to go, you have to do something, you have to hit the road running, this is your message to pause, breathe, and step back. Relax. Chillax. Chillax. This is not the month for you to hit the road running. January's energy is about new beginnings. And in order for you to start a new journey, it's amazing when you actually have a blueprint or some kind of map that will guide you through the journey. And it is in January that you receive this map. It is in January that you're able to receive this, blueprint that will guide you through the year. So if you hit the road running, you don't give yourself the opportunity to receive this map that will guide you through the year. And so you end up going through the year, kind of like trying things, hoping this will work, stumbling around. The difference between someone who just hits the road running and someone who uses January to really pause, reflect, integrate, and breathe and receive is that like if you hit the road running, you're just bouncing off everywhere. You can't really find your center. You're operating outside of your center, which means that you are being spun around, like you are out of control, right? Versus someone who is operating from their center by pausing, by breathing, by receiving, is that they are always at the center of the storm. They're always the eye of the storm. It doesn't matter what is turning around them. They can always find their way. They always know their true north, and they hold the map. Because they paused and received, they have the information that they need in order to move forward fearlessly. So if you find yourself with that anxiety, which it was very interesting because I started this year and I'm like thinking about, things are already flowing in, what I want to teach, what wants to be expressed through me, what programs I want to create, what programs I want to give life to. And through that receiving, I began to feel that a little anxious, like, oh my gosh, do I need to start? I need to go, go, go. And perhaps that anxiety is even coming from excitement about, oh my gosh, look at everything I want to create. But it's not time for you to start that. Usually, the new beginnings is a time for you to plant seeds. You need to plant the seeds so that you can actually have something to water and feed and give it sunlight and watch it grow through the year. So think of January's energy as that. It's time to plant seeds. And you will receive the seeds by calming down and chillaxing and going within and tune in within yourself. Come back to your center and listen to what your soul wants to do this year, how your soul wants to express itself this year. If anything, in the previous years, if you've kind of just always done that, let this year be the first year that you pause and reflect and start by doing something different. Do something differently. Whatever you do this month sets the stage for the entire year. Whatever seed you put in the ground this month is what the fruits you're going to be enjoying at the end of the year. So this is why it's important for you to just collect yourself, breathe. Really, this time, it's about contemplate. Usually we think December is when we, contemplate and review the year, but it goes all the way to like mid-February. We have time to do this. Some people are still in 2020's energy, and they don't even realize this, that they're still in 2020's energy, and they need to release that energy and release anything that didn't work so they can make space for the new energy of the new year. In order to do that, you need to chillax. You need to come back to self, and you need to use this time to review. Oh, 2020, okay, this is what worked. This didn't work. This is the lessons that I learned. These are the golden nuggets that I received from the challenges. And this is what I'm taking with me to the new year. And this is what I'm releasing. This no longer works for me, and I'm not bringing that into the new year. And then after you do that, then you can start asking yourself this question. Self, soul, beautiful divine goddess, what would you like to create this year? How do you want to express yourself this year? And then you listen as it comes in. It might not come in all in one sitting. It certainly won't. It's a process. One might come in today. The next one might come in like a couple of months. It will come as you are ready to express it. But you set the stage this month by stopping, literally receiving, breathing, coming back to your center. We're still in that reflective, contemplative energy. Use that to your advantage. It is for a purpose. So, and the energy this week, it follows that. This will be officially the first week of 2020. Slow down. Slow down. You're not in a race. You're not in a competition. We're all on our own paths, following our soul plan, our divine blueprint. So find time to tap into what yours is so that you can operate from that place throughout the year. So with that said, I wanted to start this year with just something light. So it's really cool. And if you've been following me for a while, I have a program that I do every year. And this year is called Goddess Unleashed. And I walk you through creating your soul blueprint so that you become aware of what your soul is asking you to become in the new year, what the year is asking you to become, who the year is asking you to become, like what you want to create, how it wants to express itself. So at the end, you come up with a soul blueprint, like a map that will guide you throughout the year. And it just makes the year flow with ease. You feel more abundant, more supported, more successful, more in flow. That's like the word, in flow. You want to be in flow with the energies, and you're also aware. You learn how to, be aware of the energies that are constantly around you, supporting you and directing and guiding you, and how you can work and dance with those energies. So one of the things that I teach is that in this program is that, you get to discover what your soul crystal is for the year. So the crystal that wants to support you through the year. And another one is like, who are your guides who will be walking with you. And they might be angels, they might be animal guides, but you become aware of the team that are there supporting you in the new year. It's powerful. So for me, it's very interesting because the unicorn has been coming in a lot for me, and my higher self comes in with Pegasus. So the Pegasus literally looks like a unicorn with wings, right? And so the unicorn came and I was like, nah, because I'm looking at, especially in this spiritual new age world, the unicorn is seen as like playful, childish. We kind of diminish the power of the unicorn, right? And so every time the unicorn will pop it up, like, nah, maybe you mean the Pegasus, right? And so this year, it flowed and it came right in. It's like, I am here. We are going right into 2021. We're working together. And so one of the gifts that I received was actually a little a unicorn. Oh, actually it's two of them. So funny. Like a little miniature unicorn statue, and it's like sitting right here staring at me. And then the other gift that I got was also the unicorn affirmation. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these signs. So the unicorn is definitely going to be working with me this year. And as I've been working with the deck, there's like this lightness to it. It's like this, it's almost like a breath of fresh air. So that's what I want us to start this year with. So we're going to be using that deck. And of course, we're going to see which goddess will be starting us off right this week. So I'm really excited to see what messages you receive. Some of the messages from this deck is just downright hilarious. It just makes you laugh. And that's the energy we need in January to set that stage for us. We can't take life too seriously. Life can already be serious. You got to make it better. And it is up to you. It is completely up to you to do that. So let's go ahead and start with the goddess. Which goddess will be starting us off right this year? Oh, so before we do that, go ahead and close your eyes, taking a deep breath in. Practice coming to your center. So as you breathe in, imagine you breathing in breath of light and sending it into your heart. And as you breathe out anything that no longer serves you, anything that no longer works, whatever is ready to go. And you can simply set even the intention to release that with your out breath. So in breath, breathing in light into your heart. Out breath, let it go. In breath, bring in light into your heart. Out breath, release. Come back to the center. And you can even say this mantra: I am at my center. I am standing in my center. I am standing in my center. I am centered within myself, within my knowledge, within my light. Breathe. From above you, see that beautiful pillar of light reaching out from the heart of the Divine Father, coming all the way down around you, going all the way down around you into the earth, connecting to the heart of Mama Earth. So now you're standing in this beautiful pillar of light filled with the love and light of the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, infusing every part of your cell with this light, moving into every part of you, to the deepest part of your cellular structure, receiving this light now. Breathe. Place your hand on your heart and just breathe in your center. I am here now. I am here now. I am here now. And from this space, ask, what am I ready to receive this week? What am I ready to receive this week? 1, 2, or 3. Once you receive your number or numbers, open your eyes, ready to receive, and let's flow. So the goddess who's starting our year for us is Meowshan. I love the story of this goddess. And she's known as the Princess of Mercy. So let's see a little bit about her, as always. Meowshan represents the incarnation and fulfillment of mercy. And I think Meowshan is and here's her picture real quick. Look at how beautiful she is. I love her story too. She is the physical, so like a physical incarnation of Kuan Yin. So that's the Kuan Yin when she was human. Really cool, right? So her story really shows her life and how she ascended into and became Kuan Yin. So let's read on. She was a Chinese princess who believed to have lived during the Tang Dynasty and to have been the incarnation of the goddess Kuan Yin. She was the daughter of a king who wanted her to marry a wealthy man in order to secure more wealth and power for himself. When she refused, the king sent her to live in a monastery on a secluded island off the coast of China. When the king found out that Meowshan had transformed the barren island into a paradise, he got so angry that he ordered the monastery to be burned to the ground. Right? But when Meowshan saw the monastery in flames, she pricked the tip of her tongue with a hairpin and magically summoned a storm that put out the fire. The king then ordered Meowshan's execution. That's his own daughter, right? But no blade or sword could kill her. Instead, each weapon shattered into pieces before touching her body. After several attempts, a gorgeous, glowing white tiger, right here, appeared and spirited Meowshan away. The tiger took her to meet Yama, the ruler of hell. This is funny. Meowshan immediately heard the suffering of the souls all around her, and one by one she liberated them with the fierce power of empathy. Yama had to send Meowshan away because she was transforming hell into heaven. What powerful energy to start the year with, transforming all that suffering from 2020 into heaven, into something better this year. He gave her the peach of longevity as a gift. Miaoshan meditated for many years on the island of Putuoshan. News reached her that the king was on the verge of death and that he needed the eyes and arms of a person without anger in order to live. Miaoshan gave him her eyes and arms, right? The king was revived and came to honor the person who had saved his life. And when he saw that his savior was Miaoshan, he fell to his knees, humbled by the extent of her mercy. So I love that this deck really, it brings us through the journey of the goddesses as human, and then when they become goddesses, so that we truly understand that their life didn't come easy to them, that they went through the same up and down challenges that we currently are going through, and they transcended it, and that's what brought them up to that goddess stature. Yeah. The other thing that I love about this is that it reminds us that we already are goddesses, that we have within us that potential, that gift, that strength, that courage as well as who we are right now. We don't have to wait to ascend, or we don't have to meditate for years to do that. We already are. And the meditation is just a way of remembering that we already have this. So here's her message for us. The author Soon-Won Kid articulates the process of empathy so clearly when she writes, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have, and it's accessible to all of us. But we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or through another's eyes or hearts. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, we open up to the possibility of mercy. Mercy comes from the old Etruscan merc, which means exchange. Mercy means exchange. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally. But mercy is having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves, which is symbolized by Miaoshan's giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so given towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. But here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful. The more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy his daughter bestowed on him, Meowshan transformed into her true manifestation as the thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Meowshan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving. When we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we are blocking the flow of the universe within us. We are not harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already ours. So with this and the energy of January in this new year, being January, like what do you need to sacrifice so that you can make way to receive more what the universe wants to give you? What needs to go? What programs, what mindsets, what beliefs, what emotions from the past are still running that needs to go? And you know this because you know it no longer works for you. It needs to go. It's time for you to sacrifice those so you can make space within yourself to receive more of what honors you. So here's her inquiry for us. Who can you give mercy to in this moment? Who can you give mercy to in this moment? It might be you, perhaps to yourself. And I think it's a great place to start. Do you need to give mercy to yourself? Who do you need to give mercy to in this moment? And here is her mantra. Given is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Given is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Beautiful. Thank you, Meowshan, the goddess of mercy. Oh, what a powerful story. All right. So if you're ready, let's go right into the individual messages. Oh, I love this. So if you were drawn to card number 1, your card for this week is Story of My Life. Story of my life. And this is the message for you. Be open to receive. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it will be worth it when I earn the FISA prize. Is it the FISA prize for best inner monologue? Oh God. Okay, let me read this again. Story of my life. And the way it's written is an affirmation. So you would be saying this to yourself, right? This sounds like mercy to me. So as I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it will be worth it when I earn the FISA prize for the best inner monologue. So if you're drawn to card number 1, here's your card with the affirmation. If you're drawn to card number 2, and these affirmations are from the beautiful unicorn, unicorns. If you're drawn to card number 2 this week, okay, so if you're drawn to card number 1, this week is about rewriting the story of your life, which means that this is a great opportunity to do that for January, right? To start the year off right. You know the story that has been playing for a while and you know it's not working. Why don't you write a story that you really want to experience? And even in the stories that is very painful and challenging, know that everything is happening for your highest good. So card number 1, story of my life. Card number 2, your message is about forgiveness. This week is all about forgiveness for you. Oh, perfect timing too. Again, goes right in line with mercy, right? So here's the message. Congratulations. You are being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is: forgiveness. I imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. Oh, I love this. I'm going to read this again. If you were drawn to card number 2, forgiveness, congratulations. You're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is: forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your power, your new power. But remember, I love this part. Remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. Card number 2. If you're drawn to card number 3, oh, I love this card. This card came up for me this week too. Your card is beauty. Beauty. And here, this is what it looks like. Look at the peacock. Oh, love that. That's one of my power animals. Here's the message. I am beautiful, even when I don't think it. I am beautiful, even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful, no matter how many people don't say it. I am beautiful, and I don't even care if you know it. I am beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. I'm going to read it again. I am beautiful, even when I don't think it. I am beautiful, even when I don't see it. I am beautiful, no matter how many people don't say it. I am beautiful, and I don't even care if you know it. I am beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. If you're drawn to card number 3, you are beautiful. And this is a truth that you're being asked to integrate and pull it in yourself and awaken it within yourself. You are beautiful regardless, because you were created in the image of the divine Father and the beautiful goddess. You are beautiful. Great messages to start this week, this year with, right? Oh, this is going to be a potent year. So breathe in. Feel free to reverse it back and just listen to it, or just read it yourself, record it with your own voice and listen to it, however feels good to you. But this week, let these messages just steep into you. Let it revive you, let it awaken you, let it inspire you, let it bring you joy, let it uplift you up. Whatever the gift is, receive it. Oh, thank you, beautiful unicorn. Thank you. Oh, my loves. Thank you. Happy New Year. I'm so happy to be in this year with you. I'm so excited to see what will come through this year, what will come through me, how my soul wants to express, what it wants to teach and share with you. I'm so excited for that. And for those of you who are interested in creating your soul blueprint, those of you who are interested in knowing what this year is all about for them, so that they can step through and flow through this year with confidence, feeling empowered and inspired, with a clear vision and focus of where they're going, what they're created, what help they have around them, how to work with the energies that are around them, receive the support of all the amazing energies that are around them. Then check out my program, Goddess Unleashed. This week, we already started in January, this month already, and we are just currently letting go of 2020 and previous, like all of that. We're just letting go, so that we're making space for the amazingness to come in. So there's still time for you to join us. I will put the link underneath the video. Find that and let me know if you have any questions. If you haven't yet, also join my free Facebook group. Moon Goddess Sacred Sanctum. I'll have the link underneath the video for you. And this is a great community, conscious community, where you can feel supported, held, where you can learn more about your magnificence as you unfold, as you unleash all that you are, and step in and call in more of your light to share with the world. You'll be held there. And of course, it's a great way to get to learn about what I do. And I have so many goodies in the group for you to dive into if you want to see how I work and what I teach. From my heart to yours, Happy New Year, and have a fabulous first week of 2021. We made it. Woohoo! Bye, everyone.